Paul McKenna is a man with a mission. He's out to prove there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Often employing new and controversial techniques, Paul believes that the brain has a limitless capacity to reprogram itself. In short, he believes he can change your life. Today, Paul meets Henny, a lady with MS who's too weak to travel to her daughter's wedding.
If I'm not there, it's going to be an awful day, and it should be a nice day.
Some people are always saying to themselves, I can't do this, I can't do that. If you continually say that, then after a while you begin to believe it. There's a saying, argue for your limitations and they're yours. I've seen so many amazing changes in people over the years, I can't say where the limits of possibility are anymore.
Weddings are an important day in any woman's life, whether it's planning your own or attending your daughter's. But Henny and Liz Litchie have a real dilemma. Having had MS for the last 20 years, Henny fears she's too weak to attend her daughter's wedding in just 3 weeks' time. Multiple sclerosis is a degenerative condition which attacks the nervous system. It's seriously affected Henny's mobility.
I was diagnosed 20 years ago, and I have really only in the last 8 years had a problem with it. Whoops. Even if I want to make myself a cup of tea when I'm on my own. So I think I'll put that off, which normally you just would get up and have one. Maybe I'm just being slightly selfish because I want to be able to walk, not making it a big effort each time and thinking, oh God, now I've got to go there. I just would like to be more normal, be more myself, because this isn't quite myself. I just would like to be nice and feeling going to the theatre and the concert and feel free. That's it. I don't feel free.
For many years, Henny lived an active life as a nurse and mother, despite her condition. But a year ago, her mobility started to deteriorate dramatically. Now even simple tasks like a trip to the supermarket are a frustrating struggle.
I've always worked at it, one way or the other. Hyperbaric oxygen, yoga. Apitherapy was the worst and the most painful. Apitherapy is where you get stung with live bees 3 times a week between 24 and 48. And I did that for 6 months. Some people, it helps, it hasn't helped me. Anything which I think might be helpful, I at least try. If I don't try, then I will never know whether it would have helped.
Cool. Set to go.
Henny knows there's no known cure for MS, so she's learnt to live with the debilitating symptoms. But there's one event she's desperate to attend, and the prospect of missing it is breaking her heart.
Chris and I both got engaged, gosh, about a year and a half ago, and when we planned the wedding, obviously we love the south of France, but we kind of thought, okay, it's beautiful, it's secluded, it's in the sunshine, but Mum was also, the multiple sclerosis was a lot better than it is now. She's deteriorated quite rapidly in a year and a half, so probably quite naively, I never thought it would ever come to you not being able to be there. I mean, I'd never plan a wedding day around my mum, the most important person, not being there. You know, she was mobile-ish before, but now it's just impossible, I think.
Henny's condition has been complicated further by a recent bout of pneumonia, which under doctor's orders has ruled out flying and left her even weaker.
Is that what it's called?
I know it's her daughter's wedding, but my attitude is, well, I'd rather her be alive to wait for her grandchildren than to push the issue of whether she should travel that far. And, you know, it's a long way to go. She's not allowed to fly at the moment, so, but I'm sure she'll bring it up in the next 2 weeks, because it's about 3 weeks' time now, and we're getting pretty close. I mean, it would be a tough haul. I'm sure that next week will be the crunch week.
I know, the steps are going to be the problem, but...
Liz is now faced with a dilemma. should she cancel her wedding or put her faith in Paul McKenna.
Daughter's wedding and I can't be there, or I can't even help.
Okay.
No, it isn't. It's not fair. If I'm not there, it's going to be an awful day, and it should be a nice day. Be dreadful not to be able to.
Gotta think positive.
I know, something like that doesn't help either. No. Yeah.
Paul works with a diverse range of medical disorders and illnesses. Even though he can't cure Henny, he's optimistic he can help her find the strength to make the journey to her daughter's wedding.
There was a study done in the United States a few years ago upon people who had terminal cancer but had had full remissions. They'd completely recovered. And these people had all used different things. Some of them had used special diets, some of them had used visualization techniques, other people had used prayer. But the one thing that they all had in common was every one of them believed that what they were doing would work for them. Henny's had MS for 20 years, so her body will be irreparably damaged by now. So I can't cure her, but what I can do is help her have a better quality of life. I can help her to feel more energized, more motivated, more confident, more optimistic. And when she feels like that, the world's going to be a better place. And hopefully she will achieve her goal of being able to go to her daughter's wedding.
I somehow feel this has come at the right moment. I mean, I know it can't be cured or anything, but just a bit better mobility would be great, and a little bit more energy. Because these two go together, because I need so much energy to walk, so you get your energy level goes very quickly low. And so it'd be great if, yeah. And somehow I feel that this might have come just at the last moment.
Time is short, and Henny's case is so severe that Paul's decided to combine hypnosis with bioenergy healing, a controversial treatment which focuses on energy flows through the body. Firstly, he gives Henny visualization techniques which begin the healing process.
I want you to forgive your immune system for attacking you. It was just overdoing its job.
These are reinforced by the energy treatment of Seika Nikolic, who will be working with Henny on a daily basis for the rest of the week, before Paul returns for another session.
The mind and body are intimately linked. One is always influencing the other. I tend to work predominantly on psychological problems. Seika tends to work predominantly on physiological problems. When we combine our efforts, our combined effort is greater than the sum total of their individual parts. Human being is made of atoms and molecules that are vibrating at a particular frequency. Now, Seika believes that when someone is unwell, the part of them is vibrating at a different frequency. And what she does is realigns them. Somehow, she's able to synchronize their energy so that it's flowing again perfectly. I don't know whether that's true or not. All I know is that what she does works. My father had rheumatoid arthritis. He was crippled with pain. He was going to have to be in a wheelchair. He could hardly move. He was in such agony, and he didn't believe in alternative therapies. But eventually I persuaded him to go and see Seika, and 5 days later he bounced into my office. He looked about 10 years younger, and he said, "I'm healed." And even to this day, I was so astounded by what a miraculous result Seika got with him.
I use hands, to transform energy through the body. So I have sensitive hands. I mean, I can feel the pains, I can feel the blockages, I can feel and I can recognize where is the problem, so I can focus on it. I give, with one hand I give energy, with the other one I take away negative energy.
Yeah, I felt very light. And I did yesterday as well. Felt very light. So as if I had wings, I might be able to fly instead of walking. I do believe it's working, and I do believe that Seika can help me, and Paul in his different, because it's quite different.
The wedding day may be in the balance, but the dress is bought and paid for. Unfortunately, Henny's too weak to accompany Liz for the fitting.
Liz, how do you feel?
Oh, it's just divine, isn't it? It's just fairy princess stuff. She hasn't seen the dress and she's been begging me to see pictures of it, so I have to try and sort that out for her. But I know she'd have absolutely loved to be in here now. That's the thing mums and daughters do, don't they? They go shopping together and do the whole kind of shebang, and we've really missed out on that.
Henny has suffered with progressive multiple sclerosis for over 20 years. She is desperate to get better and be able to attend her daughter's wedding in the south of France. After 6 sessions with bioenergy healer Seika, Henny's energy levels have significantly improved, so Paul returns for the final push.
Henny's immune system is attacking her spinal column. What we need her to do is not only to stop that, but also to re-establish messages from her brain to her body, yeah? So that she can find it easier to walk again and get some of, her mobility back. I'm also going to fill her full of energy, positive thoughts, confidence, and optimism about the future. So first of all, just remember a time that the mobility was good. Tell me when you have that, Henny. Just give me a yes. Yeah?
That's such a good feeling.
Yeah? What color is that feeling? Give it a color.
Sort of mauvey blue. Mauvey blue.
A blue, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, take that blue and move it up into your head, move it down through your chest, into your arms and hands and fingers, into your feet, to the very tips of your toes, and then double the brightness. There we go, that's it. Make it really, really bright. There we go, that's it. And then bathe yourself in an even richer coat of that blue. That's it, make it brighter and make it deeper and make it richer and stronger. That's it, good. That's it, bathe yourself in this beautiful feeling from the top of your head all the way down to the tip of your toes. There we go. So I'm just going to pick up your hand here, and I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to place this hand here because this finger is yes, and this finger is no. That's right. So if I say, are we in London, you would say yes. If I say, are you a woman, you would say yes. If I say, are you from the planet Mars, you would say no. Now you don't have to think about those answers, you just know them, don't you? And in the same way, I know that your fear of falling has a function. It protects you, it looks after you. It does something positive for you, does it not? And I'd like you to imagine what it would be like to be able to feel just the right amount of tension in your body and just the right amount of relaxation before you go up the stairs. And you can do that, can you not? And is there any part of you that objects to you trying that as an experiment? Good. Then I'd like you to have those choices from now onwards and integrate them into your ongoing experience and behavior only at a rate and speed that will be acceptable to you. Now, what I'd like you to do in just a moment is to ask your unconscious mind to take you on a journey and to imagine life without the unnecessary fear of falling, but with lots of mobility, and life without unnecessary tension around stairs, but with plenty of mobility. Imagine exactly how that would be. Run that movie, see what you'll see, hear what you'll hear, and feel how good you'll feel as you run that movie now.
The combination of Paul and Seika working together is particularly powerful because the trance Paul puts Henny into allows her to completely relax and fills her full of positive thoughts. This releases any negative energy for Seika to absorb and flick away.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to accelerate that good mobility state by stepping into it, amplifying it, and then generalizing it into your future. And let these messages encode into every cell of your body. There you go. That's right. I want your unconscious mind now to assist us as you go to your immune function around your spinal cord. Because I want to ask your unconscious mind to stop attacking
your spinal cord. You feel better, more energy, happier, healthier, and through the process of visualizing yourself younger, you can ask the cells in your body to regenerate. Remember how it felt to move as a younger person, think as a younger person, and let all of those younger memories encode into every single cell of your body and de-age you. That's right, because when you awaken from hypnosis, I'm going to wake you up, but leave you young. You were very responsive. So what do you think, Seika?
Yes, she's doing quite well.
Doing well.
So you're feeling good, yeah?
I'm feeling, no, I don't feel good. I feel marvelous.
Marvelous!
I do,
That's fantastic.
yeah, it is.
Very good. So what I want you to do is literally like every few minutes go de-age yourself. And what I also want you to do is to go good mobility. Yeah, that's it. And just keep doing it, yeah? Wow.
An hour and a half later, Henny manages to walk without crutches for the first time in over a year.
God, you're doing brilliantly. That is fantastic, isn't it? Are you okay to walk without Seika? Could you walk towards me, take a few steps? Just keep hold of Seika for a minute, though.
Just like that.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Just walk towards me.
That's
fantastic.
1 point.
That is brilliant. Great. Brilliant. That's fantastic. That's really, really good.
The last time I had this type of mobility was probably 18 months ago. But I didn't have this sort of good feeling about me. I have this great feeling, which is so good to have this feeling because it's not been there for so long.
The visualizations are vitally important. They have a powerful effect upon us physiologically. Through the things that we imagine, we can change our body chemistry. Think scary thoughts, you have different body chemistry to if you think relaxing thoughts. So when you're continually visualizing, repairing the body, replenishing the energy, that's what happens.
A week later, back in Sevenoaks, Henny has found the intensity of the dual treatment quite overwhelming.
Henny had the treatment last week, and it was pretty hard to I did notice the one thing, I thought she was dead. The next day, I nearly died of a heart attack myself. It was really quite interesting. And it's because Henny, dearly loved lady, had not mentioned to me that both Paul and Seika had said that she might be smoking really heavily. Well, the next morning, I left at 8 o'clock. She was lying in a certain position, and I came back at 12:30, and I was expecting her to be up and about, and she was in bed in exactly the same position. And oh my God, and I couldn't even see any breathing. I thought, oh my goodness, what's happened here? But she was just in a real heavy sleep. So that was the first after effect of the first treatment that I noticed. That, my God, she for the balance of the week, I mean, she has really been sleeping.
Yesterday I went, quite a few steps down that way, which was quite nice for me to do.
There are just 2 weeks to go before the wedding, and Henny is practicing Paul's visualization techniques and attending sessions with Seika daily.
I'm almost frightened to say. I definitely feel nearer to it than I felt before, but I'm still not 100% sure.
Will all the preparation be enough to get Henny to her daughter's wedding in Saint-Tropez? Just 3 weeks ago, Henny had given up all hope of attending her daughter's wedding in France. But against all the odds, after intensive treatments, she's found the strength to make the 7.5-hour journey to Saint-Tropez.
I'm here. I didn't think it was 3 weeks ago I wasn't going to be here. I'm beginning to get inner strength. It's given me all that energy, and I can feel that now more than ever. Yeah, and I'm here.
I, Christopher,
take you, Elizabeth, to be my lawfully wedded wife. From this day forward. For better, for worse.
I have a feeling if I hadn't had the treatment, it would have been almost impossible.
Chris,
to be here
Will you take Liz?
near my daughter. Yes.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. You may kiss the bride.
What a difference a day made. 24 little hours.
I'm going to cry in a minute.
Yes, I do.
The sun and the flowers. Where there used to be rain.
It was off the Richter scale, quite frankly. I can't stop smiling. My face is actually aching from smiling so much, and it's been the most amazing day of probably our lives. It's been amazing to have everyone here, friends, family, my mum. Amazing. Amazing.
Today has been a wonderful day. As getting married, I'm being around most of the time, being able to get about. But in between, I was rather taken over by the heat. Emotional, hot. Really, it's just so good. And to have had this opportunity, it's just so good.
Tonight on Sky 3, shocking revelations about mental health treatment back in the 50s. Detective Rush and her team investigate an identity theft in Cold Case at 9.